Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Xbox Life episode 343. Protect This House. I am Braun BJ Swig 33, and along with me today on video and audio is Mr. Presar.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rob, also known as Presar, live on audio and video today.
Yes, and also with us, but audio only, is Mr. Wingman 709.
Say, fellas, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Mark is away from home, but is still joining us. We've worked for like the last couple hours trying to get everything set up, and was trying to get on his Surface Pro to work and this and that, but had horrible hissing noise and this, so he's like, all right, we're just going to my phone. We go to his phone, pick up Robin to the Skype call, and all of a sudden his Mark's phone just turns off with the video. It's like, sorry, you can't do group calls. So, man.
Friggin' Skype.
But I will say that the picture you see, Mark, explain the picture they see for you. You can.
Well, I guess I should flop over, but if it's the one I told you to pick out, that is aircraft 709, baby.
Yep, that is it.
That
is the one.
Where's my number comes from. I actually crewed that jet for 2 years while I was stationed at Aviano, Italy, so
yep.
That is where the number comes from in my name.
Yeah, so if you guys look at the tail on there, you'll see AV, and then right underneath it will be 709. So, pretty cool. But,
best doggone airplane in the fleet.
Yeah, I'm laughing because somebody came in and started typing it. Typed in cat. Yeah, Moobot doesn't mess around. Moobot doesn't like caps. But, and the other funny thing is we haven't dropped any frames as of right now, but when I was watching XSplit, because there has been an update over the week.
Oh, yay.
I was watching XSplit. It picked Paris, France for my closest server instead of Virginia.
Oh, my gosh.
So we're going to love that. And also, Fair Power's connection is poor. Oh, see, the other thing is Twitch has changed or has tried to lower the delay between us speaking and you guys hearing it and then responding to chat, so we can respond to chat quicker than 8 seconds. But it did say that people with poor connections may buffer a little bit more. So Fair Power, if it doesn't get better, it is definitely probably a combination of Paris, France, and turning on this buffer thing, I'm guessing. So let us know if it gets better or not.
He's from overseas. It should work better for him if we're broadcasting in Paris. Yeah. Coming live from Paris.
Yeah,
he's a lot. Actually, he's probably closer to Paris than we are to each other.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll try it out. If it doesn't work, we'll knock it back. But there's a million new things and different things going on in this show. It just has the recipe for disaster. But I guess the lucky thing is we have kind of a short show lined up, because really there's nothing going on this week. Very little stuff at all. So,
is this like the blackout period that companies have, prior to like stock prices going?
Prior to E3, I mean,
announcements,
Judges Week and all that stuff's coming up, is going on this week or whatever, and things like that. But before we go to what we playing, okay, quick announcement. This may be the dumbest thing I've ever tried. I'll admit that. But I have created a GameVox server similar to TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or anything like that. So if you're on a PC, you can go to GameVox, sign up for an account, search for this Xbox Life, and you'll find our server. And this is where you and maybe other people in the community can go hang out, chat. Definitely, if you guys, I know you're chatting in Twitch, but if you guys want to actually communicate with each other, you wouldn't be communicating directly with us, but it's one place where you guys can go and talk to each other or whatnot, even during the show. So as you're listening to the show, you can be talking about the show. But I thought it was interesting because I could actually pull somebody down, flip a switch, and then all of a sudden pipe them through the show like immediately, which would be really interesting to try out one of these times. So maybe like Vengeful or something like that. If he jumps on, we can click a button and see if we're like, Loki, are you there? And see if it shows up or not. If it doesn't get used or not, I got 30 days. If it doesn't get used, then I'll convert back to a free server and go from there. But the reason why I saw it is because another Twitch streamer that Wing and I know and Rob we know actually has a partnership with them. So I saw the message and I'm like, okay, what sets these guys away from TeamSpeak and Ventrilo? And they actually tweeted back to me because I was tweeting him and said, hey, we have a nice comparison chart between those. And I checked out. I'm like, you know what? I'll give you guys a try, and I'll see what we'll do, because I'm not a big TeamSpeak fan. Their security and all that stuff is just kind of a disaster, but we'll find out. But with that, what have we been playing? Rob.
All right, I'm up.
Yes.
So I'm continuing the playing of Wolfenstein, The Old Blood. Fantastic game. I love it lots. Yes. I love it lots. Stop rolling your eyes, Mark. So,
I am rolling my eyes, trust me.
I can't see you, but I know you're rolling your eyes. If you're a fan of the one that came out, what was that, 6 months ago or so, maybe a little bit longer, you'll surely love this one. And it's only $20. For $20, it's fantastic. Love it. So I'm still continuing to play that. And then I also got a couple of tables for Pinball FX2. I got that one Wild West one that they released a while back. It's fantastic. Okay. Did you guys
What
hear
was
that?
that?
Yeah, that was my browser or Twitch kicking me out and then me needing to sign back in. And when you say hide preview window, it unmutes it. So I try to catch it as fast as possible. Sorry.
Super duper. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I played the Wild West level, and it's pretty good. It's really well done. Other than that, I think that was about it. Just any time that I've had available to play, I've been playing Castle Wolfenstein. How about you, Brun?
All right. So here's what I did this week. I didn't make a bad decision, and I went and got a 4 terabyte USB drive.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Moved all my stuff over to it, and then went and got the EA. What is it? Pass. What's
EA Access. EA Access.
So I got all the EA games and stuff like that. So here's what I've played. I played NHL 15. It was pretty fun. Madden 15, horrible. FIFA 15, didn't have too much time to play with it, but FIFA's always fun. What else did I try? I think that's it as far as the EA games right now. Oh, Dragon Age Inquisition, because I got to do the 6 hours or whatever. Played that. It's pretty good game. I played some Neverwinter with Wingman 709. Had a fun time playing it, by the way. It is fun when you're playing with friends. I didn't get to play that much more after the double XP, but nothing wrong with that. And then I played some Destiny, which I'll talk a little bit more later. But one thing I have to say about my favorite console that I own, which is my Xbox One, and the wonderful service that is Xbox Live, and maybe we can talk about this more later as well. I cannot figure out why a game that is, 13 gig takes like 6 hours to download. Can anybody explain that to me other than they throttle their speeds? So no matter how fast my speed is, you're going to get a crap download from Xbox Live. Do you guys have the same experience, or can you guys download 20 games in a day? Because for me to download 20 games, because I had a bunch of games I had to delete because I ran out of space, it took me 3 days, 3 solid days basically, to download those 20 games. And I think that is actually kind of pathetic, because on my PC I could download 20 games and, within hours, instead of days.
Well,
No,
I think it's twofold
Mhm.
because first off, I'm sure they do some kind of throttling, but it's not necessarily just to keep things slow on their end,
Mm.
because I'm sure their connections to the internet are just silly. I mean, it's just huge connections, redundant all around the world and such. However, if you have something that just pulls at full wire speed, it's just going to annihilate every other device on your home network.
Right.
So if Xbox Live put like, let's say if you've got, 30 or 50 meg down
Yep.
cable or whatnot,
50 down.
if you're 50 down, if it's sending it to you at 50 down, you're not going to be able to do much of anything else probably.
Right.
You can say goodbye to Netflix for a day. You can say goodbye to web browsing, any kind of streaming
Well,
music and such.
I'll make sure that I check that out next time, because really, when I want to play a game and it's going to take me 4 hours to download it, I'm going to annihilate everybody else for 10 minutes to get it done instead of slowly
Yeah.
over 4 hours. But yeah, I understand what you mean. But it's just like, I didn't know if it was that, and then Xbox Live over the last week. It's just horrible. Parties won't work. Um, Friends don't even see me online when I'm actually playing in the game that they're in. I'm standing next to them in Destiny, and they're like, "Oh no, I don't even see you online to send you a party invite." And then I send them a party invite, and they never get them. We can't connect to each other. I go to support.xbox.com, and there is always something wrong, and it's getting pretty bad. I mean, people are now talking about it, just like, oh, PSN's better than Xbox Live now. You can't even do this, 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 and this. And I'm just like, oh, great. Now we're becoming the laughing stock, of the whole thing, because people can't they can't get it straight. So, like, I'm going to check right now just to see what if anything's down. But that's all I've been playing, and that's kind of my experience over the weekend with everything. I could have probably played more, but I was too busy trying to download everything. So
So what you're saying is you played the waiting game.
yeah. Oh, Xbox Live service alert. See details. Imagine that. Always at the top. Social and gaming limited. See details. Affecting joining other Xbox Live members and online games. Would anybody like to explain to me what the sole purpose of Xbox Live is? Because I'm pretty sure it is to connect with others and play online games. And it
Number
is,
one is to sell you games.
yeah, and it
Number
is,
two is to have you play.
yeah. So that's having issues right now, and it's been like that for a solid 3-4 days. So it's been quite horrible. But yeah, and Democulus and his brother, I got to play with those guys yesterday in Destiny,
Cool.
and they helped me along, and I really appreciate it. So, but I'm having issues with the chat here. Is Wing still on here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. You're just in the chat. But
Yeah, I'm sure it's me. I'm in a hotel, for crying out loud. I'm
right, yeah.
streaming everything through my cell phone hotspot. So
Yeah, everybody keep that in mind, that Mark is on his phone, Skyping on his phone, and he's in a hotel. So if you guys are listening to this for the very first time, you're like, oh, you guys sound good, but he doesn't sound very good. That's why you gotta wait until he gets into his office. So, but besides what you're playing right now, Mark, because I hear the popping noises every so often when you're.
That's because he's doing Pinterest right now.
I thought he was doing
No, I was-
Sudoku or.
I was muted the whole time, and I'm not even doing it right now. So
I heard you.
lies. No, all I played was Neverwinter, so I've just been playing more Neverwinter and really enjoying it. So that's it.
Oh, awesome. Right on. But, all right. What do we got now? I'm a little, it's this whole day, I'm telling you, this whole day and week and everything has just been completely crazy. But, some things we were talking about before we hit roundtable, we kind of blurt these out, because we kind of removed news from our show because it was just like us regurgitating everything. Quick hits. I like to call it quick hits because it's just something Mark and I were talking about. Is there's a new white Xbox 360 bundle with Halo instead of Sunset Overdrive. So if anybody gets that, and I think it's $300 instead of $350. That was one news article, and I think that's it. Other than what we're going to be talking about in the round table. So, but before we get into round table, just a quick mention to check us out. Oh no, you know what? I forgot. I haven't been adjusting the images on here today. And just because Mark mentioned the whole, hey, Brian, you got to update the games picture, I got a whole new picture. And it's a controller that's made up of a bunch of gaming controllers for what we've been playing. And I forgot to switch it.
Nice.
I know.
Real nice.
Today is just not the day for me. I apologize now. But to become a patron on Patreon and support us there, we do have a thing on there. We have a couple of different levels of support if you like to do a monthly type support as patreon.com/thisxboxlife. Another thing, if you don't like to do the whole monthly or anything like that, you can go ahead and you feel like shooting us a quick tip to give us some sort of support. We are at twitchalerts.com/donate/thisxboxlife. And another...
And the tip will get your name on the screen at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, yeah, tip. It's empty because the person took his money back.
Rude.
And another quick announcement is... obviously you're listening. If you're listening to us and you're not watching us right now, you can watch us live every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/thisxboxlife. All right, round table time. First thing I had to talk about is, did you guys hear about Casey Hudson?
Yep.
Do you know who
Yep.
Casey Hudson is?
Yep.
All right, you go first.
Nope, don't know him.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of this guy initially. I mean, the name didn't mean anything to me until I did a little bit of research.
Okay, well then, shoot, Mr. Research. I pulled you into. Now see, I tried to pull you into it.
He's from BioWare
Yes.
/ EA from 15 years between those two companies there.
Yep.
So this guy was like what, in charge of Mass Effect? Is that right?
Yeah, he's led development of several industry biggest titles. One was was Mass Effect. Yes, I believe so.
Awesome. Okay.
But, and Star Wars. So I don't know which Star Wars. So that's kind of a good question or something to figure out exactly which Star Wars it was. But it was a Star Wars game. Excuse me, I was taking a drink. But he is joining Microsoft in the role of creative director at Microsoft Studios, where he will be working on Microsoft HoloLens, Xbox, and other awesome projects. He reports directly to, Kudo Sonata. I think I said that right.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Thank you. I don't like butchering people's names. Who is the CVP of Next Generation Experiences?
And this is the guy that Kudo guy, isn't he? Like I mean, when I hear the name, I always think of like Japanese or something like that. But he's like just like the regular. We'll call him like a regular, just white guy with sunglasses all the time on the interviews, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Isn't that the guy?
Yes, okay. I'm looking at his image right now. Yes, that's who that is. Yeah, and the reason why I kind of throw this in there is like, okay, we got another person into Xbox. Obviously, it led the development of BioWare, BioShock, and stuff like that. That's huge to me. Big games. What he he's in with gaming. He's smart when it comes with maybe what people like. The one thing I was wondering about is why HoloLens? Because I have got to see, I didn't get to try it. I did get to see it, and I see like the practical uses of the device. But I haven't really seen what jumps out to me as in the gaming space.
Right.
So I know he's working on that Xbox and other stuff, but I find it interesting that they say, hey, we're bringing you on as creative director at Microsoft Studios, and HoloLens is the first thing they mention. Kind of worries me. I'm not exactly sure because that's AR, it's not VR. VR is like the big thing everybody's talking about. But AR is something entirely different. And hopefully they're not taking away from, Xbox and gaming and trying to focus on HoloLens like they tried to take away and focus on Kinect. Which, what'd you say about Kinect earlier, Mark? Phil Spencer's...
Phil Spencer's... I'll let me pull it up real quick, but they're going to still support the Kinect. They're not dropping it, and he's basically stated this week that they're going to continue to support it. I think it was on IGN. Let me find it real quick here. But, yeah, I'll keep on. I'll find it here shortly.
Okay.
But I mean, the gist of it is they're not going to drop. They're not dropping Kinect, but he did say the weird thing about it was that, like in the article, he was like, it's up to developers to really make use of it. And here's the article. And I thought, well, that's kind of stupid, because if it's not required anymore, then I don't know if they're going to use it. But he says the value of Kinect will have to be earned through experiences, and still considers the peripheral an important part of the Xbox One landscape moving forward. And I mean, myself, I would agree with that. I mean, I love having that thing, and I like being able to talk to it. And I think that's the biggest thing I like, is just talking to the darn thing. And I wish more devices I could talk to after having this thing for over a year. I can't tell you how many times I've in my bedroom wanted to start to say Xbox turn off. I was like, oh crap, I got to find the remote in the wrong room, or just so many times I've wanted to do it. And so I do hope they don't kill it off. But he does continue to say, let me mute. All right, he does continue to say that the Upload Studio 2.0 is designed with a connected green screen feature. It's just one example of which shows it's still in the minds of Microsoft's engineers. And he says, we'll continue to build functionality to make it a valuable part of the ecosystem. However, he did reiterate that the unbundling of the Kinect from Xbox One was also a crucial move that had to happen because of the price point. And they just, they've got to provide options for people. But at the very end, he says Microsoft will continue to stay focused on the voice and camera abilities, but at the end of the day, it will be up to developers to make the Kinect a viable option. And if they're removing Kinect functionality or reserved Kinect space from the CPU to try to boost performance, makes me wonder how many people are actually going to use that. And I would think developers won't, why would they waste time on Kinect capabilities if it's going to, if they want to get every ounce of resources out of it to try to get good visual capability out of the system. So I don't know. I personally don't really think we're going to get much more out of Kinect. But
yeah,
it's a shame.
Was that the long answer?
Well, yeah. And Rob, that's kind of true. It is kind of a shame that maybe that's it. But I think as far as the tech, as far as voice commands and stuff, it's got to be built in some other way. I mean, the Xbox should just have a built-in Kinect microphone or something like that, and not requiring the video or whatnot. Because I do like talking to my Xbox. It is very helpful when it comes to that. So, but I don't play very many Kinect games, and obviously it's in a room right now where there is no room to do any Kinect games. So
there aren't any Kinect games anyways.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, true.
I mean, there's what, 2? I think that's about it. You've got the Kinect
slice
Sports.
ones, right?
Right.
Well, there's the
The
sports game. There's there's a like Fruit Ninja 2
Ninja
just
and
came out.
zombie thing, right?
Yeah, nothing.
But then there's another one I can't think of it. Dance Central. There's a Dance
Yeah,
Central,
yeah.
not 3. What is it? Showcase or something like that.
Isn't it
But
2015? Or that's just Dance?
no, that's just Dance. It's
Yeah,
it's like Dance Central Showcase or something.
yeah.
So, but that's really about it. I mean, what I don't understand is at the end of the 360, everything was required to have Kinect capabilities. And it was even on every box, every game box, the artwork, there was the purple badge that said better with Kinect. And it's like every game was required to have some Kinect functionality. Then the new system comes out and they basically rip it all out, which it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if you weren't, you should have known by the end of its life if there was a value there, and if there wasn't, why even put it in to begin with when the 360 or the Xbox One originally shipped, knowing that you're going to be more expensive than the competition.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes down to the bottom line of what they're going to sell, and if they're not selling boxes, and they can cut $100 by getting rid of Kinect, and that, which is the reason they did it, to compete with Sony, because they were losing their behind because of the cost difference, and every game that comes out, they're doing a video comparison, and the Xbox One was lagging behind. Whether you can see the 100p difference or not, it's in the news, and the people want what's better. Why would they pay $100 more for a system that's less visually?
Right.
I mean, that's $100 to talk to your Xbox, to say Xbox on or off or whatnot, is not going to be enough for the majority of people to spend money on it.
True.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
and it's like, where'd the Illumaroom go? They were doing Illumaroom. Now they're doing HoloLens. I don't know. I like that they're doing the technology and they're playing with it and testing it. But I really, I won't get on a HoloLens at all if it comes to the Xbox One, which it looks like it is. It looks like it's coming to the Xbox One. I just can't see any need that I would ever have for that peripheral.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it would do with the Xbox One. Because like I said, it's not VR, it's AR. So it's not an Oculus Rift or anything like that. You can see right through it. It's meant to project things out in front of you. Unless it's one of those things where you're going to be able to, with the whole Windows 10 thing, like, think about this, like, with Windows 10, you're supposed to be able to play your Xbox games on your PC basically through the network or whatever, but can you imagine being able to, like, paint a screen on the wall through AR and actually play your game, just have your controller and the HoloLens on, and you're actually playing the game in front of you, as if you're seeing it, like, on a widescreen TV or something like that on the wall. But it's not, I mean, at that point, you're kind of trying to turn it into VR. So, I don't know. But that was my thing when it was very interesting. It's nice, and it's awesome that Casey Hudson's joining Microsoft and everything like that. I read that, but that was the thing that stuck out to me, was the very first thing they mentioned was HoloLens. I'm like, oh, great. What are they going to try to do? Maybe, I want stuff that's practical and that I'm going to be able to use, like, within the next, few months and not in the next few years. So, but that's just me. But anything to add, Rob?
So this guy's position, is that a new position or did he replace somebody?
It looks like it's a new.
Okay. I'm
So,
just curious about that.
I didn't see in the article that he was replacing anybody or filling an open spot. It was just saying he's the new creative director. So,
Yeah, I guess to some degree with, HoloLens finally out and open, because I believe it was like a secret project, for 5-6 years? Something like that. So now they can actually increase the scope of that. So, yeah, that's probably why they created that position then.
all right.
Okay.
Cool. The only other topic I had was one of the big things was the new Destiny DLC. Have you guys played it?
Nope, been on the road.
Nope. Rob, have you played Destiny
No.
DLC? All right.
I have yet to play Destiny.
Ah, okay. So, I've played it. I mentioned I was with Democulus and those guys yesterday. I have not gotten to play any of the new story parts or anything like that, but I did go do some bounties. It just so happens the bounties and everything I got was sent me to the same places that I've been to over and over and over again. So I haven't got to actually see any of the new content. But I was talking to Nighthawk 70 and Nintendo 79. There's the guys I work with. And I kind of had to come in and say, it's hard to convey how I was feeling about it. And I actually came up with an analogy later after talking to him. But my process of going through this was I stopped playing Destiny at the very beginning, like when it first came out. I played it for a little bit, and I was just like, all right, I'm done. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. When I log in to play a game, I want to play a game. I don't want to have to do homework on a game for 5-6 hours to figure out then what I'm supposed to go do when I go play the game. So I stopped playing. And then I came back to it when a lot of my friends were playing. And they were kind of like the ones walking me through and this and that. So I've been playing Destiny for a long time because I know what I was supposed to do. I knew I was supposed to do this and this and this and this. The one thing that coming with this new DLC is I feel like I'm all the way back there again. So they bring out this DLC, and unless you have been reading blogs, watching videos, doing this, doing that, House of Wolves comes out, and you're just like, well, what do I do? Who's this guy? What am I supposed to do here? What's my whole goal here? They kind of give you baby steps, but it's like, oh, if you go through and complete one of the runs or whatever, and you don't have this certain key or something like that, you can't unlock the big chest and do this and that. Well, how do I get this gear from this guy? It's just like a big mess, right? I don't know anything that's going on. And the one thing about that kind of aggravated me, and I was telling him, I was like, I get an hour and a half to play a game for like 2 or 3 days sometimes. I want to play the game. I want to run around and play and feel like I'm going somewhere. Not that I should go and read Reddit and subreddits and message boards and watch play-by-play videos and stuff like that to figure out then what I'm supposed to do and then go and do it. You know what I mean? So I was telling them, I said, that's very aggravating, and I don't see how that is any fun whatsoever, and it kind of pushes people away, in my opinion. And then my analogy I came with is like, okay, you're a kid at Christmas, and you get a brand new toy, and all you want to do is play with that brand new toy, but it's in a box. So you go, you open the side of the box or whatever, and then you open the back lid of the box, and there are those 400 zip twist ties connecting your toy to the box.
I hate those things.
You know what I'm talking about then. And then you have to go.
I got 3 kids.
And you have to go through and untie and unzip all 400 of them before you can play the game. That is what Destiny makes me feel like when they came out with this new expansion, or how Destiny makes me feel like most of the time. Now, I'm lucky enough to have a lot of friends that do all of that stuff, so it's almost like, okay, I opened the back of my box and I got a utility knife where I can just slice through the 400, in a quick manner. But without Demo and his brother and stuff yesterday, when I first got in there, I was by myself. I was just like, oh crap, I didn't spend 16 hours earlier today reading on what in the hell I was supposed to do. What in the heck I was supposed to do when I came in today. So I was just
whoa.
Yeah, I know. I'm turning into Rob.
Beep.
Jeez.
Man.
Potty mouth. Call me Rob.
Sue Demerits put $1 in the jar.
So, But
That's it. You guys will have to start putting money in the tip jar every week when you say something. That's how we'll make some money.
So,
oh.
but oh yeah, and I forgot for Prescott 01, D Prescott 01, Destiny. That's what game I'm talking about. But yeah, that's what was my experience with with Destiny. I was going to play more of it tonight. I just had show to prep and went for a walk with my daughter and things like that.
But, now you got to read all those subreddits so you know what to do next.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'll figure it out. But Fair Power's asking a question: why is it so poor tonight? And I think he's talking about the thing. It could be the whole latency thing that I put on. I haven't dropped any frames yet, so it could be the latency issue. So I'll have to adjust or correct that before next show. I can't turn it off in the middle of the show because it just stays on, I guess. So, but yeah, we actually have a pretty small room today, consisting of Fair Power. So maybe did the Twitch notification go out that we started the show or what?
I don't know.
Go figure.
We don't have our normal lively group tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's wrong, guys? But that's, I mean, and maybe it's a good show. People did skip out on, if you ask me, because there's nothing going on. There's just nothing. It's, you know, we're in that, 3 weeks to E3. Nobody's talking about anything. You know, nothing. When we could come up with our what's coming out, you'll see that there's nothing coming out. So, but
except Witcher, that came out yesterday, right?
Witcher 3.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. But other than that, I mean, it was last week.
Yeah.
No. It was just this Tuesday.
Sorry, we announced that it was coming.
It was
out.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out yesterday, guys.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. I thought we announced it during last show Wednesday that it was coming.
Yeah, because I think Witcher 3 is really like the only big news. I mean, it's a huge game.
Yes, massively.
Many different ways.
Yeah.
Huge title, huge release, highly anticipated.
Right.
Big time sink.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Other than that, it's all quiet.
Yep. But, all right. Well, that's guys, I mean, that's really all we had to talk about. I know it's only, short 10, 15 minutes, but, we do have a lengthy, long email so that we can get to in our community. But before we get to that, do you guys have anything else or anything you want to mention or chat before we move forward? All right. Mark?
I'm good.
Yeah, Mark's good. All right. All right, community time. So before we get to voicemails and emails, if you want to show that you're a part of the community, you can go out to cafepress.com/thisxboxlife and purchase some of the goods. So t-shirts and such. So voicemails, if you would like to send us a voicemail and have your voice played on the show, you can go to thisxboxlife.com, click on send voicemail onto the right-hand side, and follow the prompts and send it in, and we will put you in the show and answer your question. Another way to get a hold of us is to email us, contact@thisxboxlife.com, and we do have one email this week, and it's from dprescott01.
We have two. Thank you very much.
Two. Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw the other one snuck in there. So, all right, Rob.
All right, here we
time to earn
go.
Your paycheck.
So dprescott01 wrote in again. Said, "Hi guys, yes, it's me again. Yours truly and your number one fan, dprescott01. So I heard." You guys read my email on your last episode. I was feeling like a celeb for a bit. I was giddy like a schoolgirl. Ha. I also took notice that you guys ramped up the game naming during your conversations too. Well, all right, thanks. I even heard one of you say, I hope D. Prescott is listening. Of course I was listening. Your efforts did not go unnoticed. Then it goes right in. So I played boatloads of Neverwinter, just reached 60. I
Ooh.
did a little reading to see what to do next, and there's still plenty to do. There's the standard MMO endgame stuff with legendary gear to be had. Unfortunately, however, I'm burned out. Here's how I can tell. It kind of works the same as if it were a long-term girlfriend. It begins where you start to imagine and anticipate an end. Then it progresses to frustration over time that begins to fester exponentially. Just a little at first, but as time progresses, the little annoying things start to become big annoying things. The next thing,
Well, wait. Before you continue the next sentence,
yeah,
D. Prescott 01 is talking about Neverwinter.
yeah.
You should scatter. You should scatter which games you're talking about. No, just kidding. So
Yes.
continue.
Okay, the next thing you know, they're simply intolerable, and you start to roll your eyes, bicker constantly, and put your hand on your head to keep it from exploding. Well, that's where I am with Neverwinter.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, I love the game, but I had my time. I moved right on over to Battlefield Hardline. This game is awesome. I'm doing the solo campaign, and it is very cool. The gameplay could be old hat to you for all I know, but I haven't played any Battlefield games.
Ooh.
I have the advantage of not being polluted by any proactive interference. The episode style is a little odd, and I missed some of the evidence, or missed some evidence, and I think I have to redo the episodes to pick up those missed items. Also, as I worked my way through the episodes, I have no idea what side mission is going to be the one that initiates the next episode. So I find myself completing episodes prematurely. I guess I can replay the episode and hopefully keep any stuffs that I had accumulated during my first run. After my first couple of hours, I still had no idea where or how to open my battle packs that I had earned. I guess you have to log into Battlelog, which didn't work at first until I created an account with Origin.
Yep.
I think it was Origin,
Yep.
where I added a friend, myself, in order to merge my Xbox account to this application. Well, it works now, and I found a bunch of stuff that I had earned while playing. Haven't tried to use any of it yet, so I can't say much about it. I also started State of Decay, but I'll save that for my next email. You're not the only one that tires from my extensive verbiage. Hey guys, how come I only see Rob and Mark on the About Us page on the website? I thought there was like 4 of you out there. Have a great one, guys. Looking forward to your next show. Yeah, Brun is missing. We need to add him on that.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, D. Prescott, since you did mention you're playing Battlefield Hardline, I do own that game, and I do love Battlefield games. I played this game and kind of went away from it for a little bit, but it is like double XP week, so we'll probably be playing some this week. I just sent you a friend request or added you as a follower, so we can jump on and hopefully play some Hardline, because there isn't that many people playing that I know. So we'll have to try to meet up and get some game time in. But yeah, just sent you a request or add you as a friend, however it works now. So I friend you, you friend me, then we're friends. Or I follow you, you follow me, then we're friends. So, but cool. All right. Who's next?
Okay. All right. We got another message from Gunny Chief. Gunny Chief wrote in, Portal 2 was released back in 2011. This was IGN's Game of the Year. Half-Life 3 has been rumored for years now. I think Gabe Newell from Steam will announce these titles as exclusives on the Alienware Steam machines. They need these titles to push the new console this holiday. This is my E3 prediction. Great show as always, guys. That's interesting.
Yeah, Half-Life 3. Ooh. You know, they could win E3 just by announcing Half-Life 3.
Not if they require you to buy a Steam box though.
Well, it'll be PC as well.
And it's got to be able to run on a PC and
Mhm.
in Steam. If
Yeah.
they say you got to buy a new Alienware console Steam box to get it, that's they'll people will burn that company to the ground.
Yeah, that'd be a no-no. But
Yeah.
that'll be interesting. I think they're going to announce their, or talk about their VR
Mm.
that they're going to be building, as well as far as Steam it goes. But
Yeah,
yeah,
they're pushing the envelope, that's for sure,
yeah.
with Steam.
What's
So who knows what they'll do?
what's the game that was announced like 8 years ago? That was PlayStation. That they keep saying every year. It's just like maybe they'll announce it.
Oh, they'll announce a release date? I
Yeah.
mean,
I
was that
keep
Quantum Break?
no.
No, PlayStation
Yeah,
game.
I
PlayStation.
know, I was kidding.
I can't remember what it is, but it's like every year they're like, oh, they're gonna oh my gosh, I want to say Valkyria Chronicles, but that's not it. It's
Parappa the Rapper?
no,
Is it a Final Fantasy game?
it's something similar.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I forget. But anyways, like every year they're like this and this and this, and like people were. I was listening to I think IGN, and it was almost just like, oh man, if they announce that game for real, that it's finally coming out, that's like all they need to do. And I'm just like, you can't win E3 by re-announcing a game 8 years later that never came out. It's like you don't get no double dipping. It
Yeah,
doesn't count. So, but cool.
Commander Keen.
Yeah. But good predictions. We'll have to have our prediction show here in a couple weeks. So,
Yeah.
So when are we gonna have? We should have our listeners send stuff in. I guess just send them in now, right?
yeah.
Just between now and E3, just start sending them in. And I would love to hear some voicemails, but I
Oh,
mean,
me
emails
too,
work
yeah.
too. But I'd love to see you guys or get your audio. Send us a voicemail so we can hear you guys, and just don't be swearing like Robin Barundu all the time. Keep it clean. But yeah, send us
Yeah,
your TXL or I mean E3 predictions, and we'll start playing them and talking about them in the next couple of weeks.
yeah, and also if you've got some, let's say, some need to do MP3 recording or something like that of yourself with a question, we'll take that too.
Yep.
It doesn't need to be through our page.
Yep. So, all right. Thank you for the emails. We appreciate it.
Yep. Awesome.
Some other ways to get a hold of us or to send us some information is Twitter. It's twitter.com/thisxboxlife. And another is our Facebook group. So facebook.com/group/thisxboxlife. Great community. We have over, what are we up to? Four something?
420.
419. Hey, good night, bud.
No, don't say that number.
Oh, it's 419. But out there on our Facebook group, tons of conversations, and we don't have any direct Facebook messages, but there was a post that says, from Mr. Mark Cox, it says, what is your next planned game to buy for Xbox One? For me, the only game I see that may cause me to make a purchase is Mad Max in September. There's nothing before then that interests me. Elder Scrolls Online may be something to check out in June, since I like Neverwinter, but we will see. How about you? And there was 30-something responses to that. And,
Like within minutes.
well, yeah, there was, a good bit
It was
of
a
them.
lot.
So Paul LePage says Witcher 3, ESO. Apart from that, nothing else really jumps out. CJ Charleston says ESO and FIFA. We got Halo 5, Witcher 3, Batman Arkham Knight. I'm just kind of rolling through here. A lot of ESOs. PGA Golf, which is a very interesting. I keep forgetting about that. A lot of Witcher 3s. I can tell you a lot of people say Witcher 3s. And Mad Max, Batman, Rainbow Six.
Tomb Raider's coming out this year, right?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Tomb Raiders in the fall.
Yep.
So, but yeah, a lot of Witcher 3s, Batman, and Elder Scrolls Online. is what I see a majority in there. But thanks for taking part in the conversation. So lots of people. And with that, I think we're up to what's new.
Okay, so in the coming week, we've got for the Xbox One Rogue Legacy coming out, and for the 360 NASCAR 15. That's coming out on the 22nd, which is Friday?
Yeah, it was a weird date.
Yeah, that's a weird release.
So, at least I'm putting in what they said on the site, and that's what it said was 22nd. So, but all right, where can they get those games, Rob?
That's a very good question. You can go over to Amazon and just make all your gaming purchases and any other purchases out there on Amazon, and make sure to use our affiliate link each and every time that you make your purchases. So whenever you need to make your gaming purchases, games, batteries, controllers, or just like I did this past week, I got a brake bleeding kit and also pads and rotors. I got those on Amazon, so you can find anything and everything. Just make sure to go to thisxboxlife.com, click on the Amazon link at the top right, and do that each and every time you make your purchase. And you got to do that before you put stuff in your cart, just so you know. And we get a small, teeny tiny little percentage of the sale for sending you Amazon's way. No, sending you to Amazon, I guess. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps us out here in the show. And then also make sure to, if you use iTunes to listen to podcasts and such and music, go search out This Xbox Life. Please rate us 5 stars. That helps us become featured on the listings over there, and we would greatly appreciate it. And I believe that's it.
All right. Just again, quick announcement. You obviously, if you're listening to us by downloading the MP3 and you want to see us live or join in on the chat, go to twitch.tv/thisxboxlife every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
That is a new time.
Yes, new time.
Used to record Sundays.
And then for the time being, I see Fair Power sitting in the GameVox server right now, which I'll pop down and say hi to him after our show's over. But it's a little community meetup area there. If it takes off, then we'll keep it. If not, then I'll kick to the free version. So, but all right, that's all I got. Do you have anything else?
I don't.
Nope. Mark?
Nope.
I'm good.
All right. So can't wait to have you back home, Mark, so we can see your lovely face.
We miss you.
Yes.
Whatever. But I'll be happy to get back home.
Yeah.
I had 5 flights or 4 flights in 5 days. So.
All right.
But I'll be home tomorrow. I got one more tomorrow.
Oh yay! Good.
So, cool.
Nice. Home sweet home.
Yep.
Woohoo!
All right, guys.
Woohoo!
Well, with that, I am out of here, and I will see everybody next week.
Wait.
Whoa,
I got a question. I got a question. What is the background, and how does that relate this week to this week's show? And how does the title relate to this week's show? Because I haven't figured it out yet.
House of Wolves. That is Destiny House of Wolves.
Oh, that's the image from their DLC?
That's one of the images, yeah.
What's Protect This House, then?
No, House of...
Same thing, House of Wolves?
House of
okay.
Wolves, yeah.
All right. I'm just slow.
Yeah.
Okay, as you were.
Yeah. No problem. All right. Yes, Brun, BJ Swick 33, I'm out of here.
It's Rob, also known as Prestar. Thanks for listening, everybody. Catch y'all next week.
Mark, a.k.a. Wingman 709, taking off.